BYOD, or bring your own device, has grown enormously in the last few years in Cisco. We now have tens of thousands of devices, from Apple iPhones to iPads to Android devices, that people are using every day to do all of their business, in fact run all of their life. Well, I think the biggest benefit when people start to use their own devices, although it's part of a bigger picture really about how mobile working happens, is that people are much more flexible within teams and within buildings and within locations in general. So we can assemble and disassemble teams very quickly. We can have people working in the workspace rather than in a workplace. And I think that's very powerful for the flexibility of organizations. The occupancy of this building is somewhere near 10 times what we expected it to be in the first place, because people are moving around using flexible hot desking, mobile working spaces, collaborative spaces, very different from what we imagined 10 years ago when people would be sitting at desks. When it comes to use of these kind of mobile devices and your own devices, we have to think about that carefully, and we've insisted on a set of policies, in fact. If you have a company-owned device, the company can and will, if it's lost, wipe the device remotely, for example. No matter where you are, there are mechanisms to ensure full security on them. The change to mobility has definitely allowed us to be more flexible in the way we build the organisation. If we don't give people the capability to work in a way which is sensitive to the balance that they have, the life they have to lead, and the other pressures they have, in the longer term, or even in the medium term, you're going to have an unsustainable business. They're valuing that much higher than some of the traditional things we would have said, like company cars or even salaries. That's pretty powerful when you try to attract young people, particularly into the organisation, who are so familiar with these kind of mobile devices on a day-to-day basis. I think over the next 10 years, business leaders are going to have to consider some of the key strategic challenges of agility, of mobility, and of talent. And I think that battle for talent is such a crucial and such a strategic one that we genuinely need to consider it very, very carefully. And I think mobility has a big part to play in that.